Hi everybody, welcome back to the Desmoworks channel, and today we're back on with the 748 to 853 engine conversion. So today's video, going to be doing the cylinder head seals on a desmoquattro engine, and then we will go into building up the top end of the engine, and there'll be a little continuity gap because I'm going to do a separate video for the belts, and then going to be putting the clutch back into the bike, building it up. That's the existing clutch assembly that was provided by the customer, so there's no new plates or anything like that. And then finally just going to be doing the few bits and pieces that you need to do to convert from a non-oil cooler 748 engine to a oil cooler based engine, so we'll have some detail on that at the end. So thanks for watching. Before we get into the content, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more content, and please, help the algorithm, chuck a like out there so that we can continue to help the channel grow. So let's get into the video, and first off I'm going to start with the work that we did on the cylinder head to replace all the seals. Let's get into it. First off, I just want to get the exhaust camshaft off, or camshaft pulley. Just do that, and we'll get the cover off. Oh, there's a bit of rubbish behind there. We'll get the cover off. As per so. Okay, there we go. So that's the seal out. There's the remainder of the parts we need to do on here. The seals, camshaft seals, and rocker pin gaskets. So wipe this down, get rid of the worst of the mess. A little bit of grease, just help this go in. Then put that down there. Grab our punch. Below the cover so it exposes the chamfer. There we go. So that just needs to sit just below the little chamfer. Got the little spacer piece for the camshaft, which is got a little bit of corrosion on it. That's just outside the swept area, so that goes, oh sorry, a bit of practice there. Let's just get a bit of grease into the little channel. So this is rubber grease, so it just helps the longevity of the seal. Just put that in like so. There we go. Give it a wipe down on the outside. That's all good to go. Next thing, seal on the back. Just get rid of this old one, pull that up. Put a new spangly, sparkly one on there. And just touch that down. Little smidge of rubber grease just to aid its lifespan. Just give that a rub around. Get rid of the excess on the bearing housing. Just get a little bit of oil on that shaft because it looks a bit crusty. Okay, I'll just push that back in. How's that? Like so. Because this is in the belt area, I will just put a little dab of thread lock on the bolts before they go into their housing. Like so. And I'll just do these up. Just like so. Do these up to 10 Newton meters. Okay, that's there. Grab the key again. Put the key back in. Let's grab the new lightweight pulley wheels. K-bike pulley wheels. So they come loose at the moment. But what I found out is there's a little nick. If you line that up with the keyway and then just tighten that down. That puts it roughly in the same timing position as the standard wheel. So if you sort of basically overlay the keyways, you'll notice that it just about lines up. And as I'm timing the engine anyway, we can double check that when we come to put it all together. So no backing plate on here, just goes in like so. We'll just stick that in there, put our new nut on, and we'll tighten that down in a second. These go up to 71 Newton meters, or 72, sorry. I've got a bit of threaded bar there that when I just put that round like that, it will just hold it in place. Oh, what I need to do first, just tighten these a little bit more, just so they're definitely nipped up, because otherwise it can slip. Oh. Not going to really welly them up, just because I only did it hand tighter than Allen key. Just want to make sure that it's got a bit more torque on it. Put the tool on, put the holding tool on, torque wrench. There we go, that's that tightened. Just get rid of the little bits of swarf. And that's that side done. We'll just quickly cut across the camera, take the back side off. Same piece again as well, we're just on this one, wanting to get that old seal off. Grab a new one, put it in there, rubber grease just to help it, get that in there. Two bolts. Just touch them down. Grab that. Check the set to 10. That one in. That one. While I'm around this side, I'll do the valve cover. So I've got a gasket in there we're going to renew. Just comes off. Just give that a nice clean. You can just see where the rocker pins can rub against the covers. Just make sure this side's nice and clean as well. New gasket. It's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, so you know how to tighten it. Torque wrench again, 10 Newton meters again. One, oh. 2, 3, 4. Okay. While I'm still at the back, I'll do the inlet cam holder. And you notice on this side I haven't been putting thread lock on because it doesn't need it on this side. Let's pop that off. Let's get rid of the old seal. Put a new one on. Get it in there. Drop that in. 10 Newton meters again. 1, 2. Right, back round to the front. Cover off. Was doing it up rather than loosening it off then. There we go. Just give it a bit of a clean down. Paint starting to peel on there. And again you can see a few rub marks on there. Interestingly, one of the pins is slightly protruding. Yeah, it's a bit bouncy. So there's our gasket. Again, because this is on the timing belt side, a little bit of thread lock on there. Okay, grab the first one. I'll stick it through. Get that in there. Get the next one. Get that started. There we go. Next one, and the final one. Okay, 10 Newton meters. Oh, that one's not set all the way home. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pop this one out. Let's get the gear wheel off. Okay, let's get the key that I dropped. So again, just give it a bit of a clean down, ready to go back together. Right, need to pop this seal out. Just give that a wipe inside there, just make sure it's nice and clean. Just good. And like when it's out, you can see there's like a painted surface, and that's where we need to get the top end of it down into. Just a little bit of rubber grease again, just so that we can get that ready to go. Oh, I just realised I was just cutting you off there. There we go. Let's just put that in there. There we go. Flip that over. Take out the old seal. Put the new one on. Like so. A little bit of rubber grease around it again. Which I didn't do on the other side, but anyhow. Okay. A little bit of rubber grease on the inside lip. Put the cover back in. Or sorry, the spacer back in to the cover. There we go. All cleaned up. Fresh seal. Just put that on. Push it home, like so. Inside on the timer belt area, or just use a little dab of thread lock. Ten Newton meters again. There we go. Drop the key in. Just make sure we're roughly lined up on there. That's roughly there. Just nip that down. Again, when I get it on, I'll just give it a proper tighten up. Washer. In front there again. New once only nut. There we go. Now again, that will go on there and hold that while I tighten it on. Just do this up to 72 Newton meters again. Like so. What I'm going to do is just get everything prepped to put the horizontal cylinder together, because we've got an effective squish setting. So I'll be back in a second. First job's get the gudgeon pin clip in. And when I did this vertically, it went in really nicely. Let's hope this feels like playing the same game as well. Right, nicely in. That's fully seated. What I'm going to do is just apply some sealant. Still see that? There we go. Push that on into place. A little bit of goop on the top. Push that all the way home. Like so. Make sure we're all clean. Let me just clean off the horizontal marking that I had on there. Okay, just clean down my grubby marks from when we were playing getting the squish right. There we go. New gasket. Grab the head. Similarly, just make sure we're clean inside the head. Alto for up. Just get that in place. Push it down. Then head washers. Do those down, and that's there. Okay, let's tighten these up. So, what do I do with the tool? There it is. Right, 15 Newton meters straight off. Go up to 30. Oh, that felt like it hit the case. Just check that one. Yeah, it's okay. Right, we need to get 52. So again, start up here. Just make sure to keep it at a right angle. There we go. Oh, no, it wasn't perfectly right angled. At a right angle, you get the torque setting indicated on there. Come that way, you shorten it. You loosen it. Come that way, you increase it. So that's multiplying, that's subtracting, basically. People can correct me, I'm probably wrong. That was what I was taught. Okay, I didn't fit one of the covers. Let me grab that and put that on. That was my bad. I put the blank on the wrong side. So this blank is supposed to be here. The other side is supposed to have the carrier. Timing cover. Let's get that. Give that a clean down as much as is possible. That goes in there, like so. Got the fixed steady. 26 Newton meters. That's the fixed steady in. Let's grab the mobiles. 26 Newton meters. That one done. Cool. Another washer for that. 10 Newton meters. That's that done. Just tighten these up because that was loose. Okay, that is, stick that in there, new washer and nut to go on there, just stick them in there, just stick that on loose for now, we've got some nice new belts to go on. Okay, so that is all back in, all new seals all over the head, plus in all of the covers. I think I might have this one round the wrong way. There's a little battery holder, and I can't remember if it goes there or no. So I got that round the wrong way. Can't remember if it goes there or there. So I might just check the drawings to get that right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop filming here. I'll finish that, get it all back in, and then I'll come back to you when we're ready to put the clutch in so that I can lock off and do this up tightly. Okay, and we're back. So vertical cylinder is all bolted up and ready for belts. So now we're on to getting the clutch in. So I have got the basket wiped down and ready to go in. Loosely put in 2 bolts, just partially, because what I need to do, I need to get the lock onto the basket. It's quite a worn one as well. I'll have to recommend to the owner that he needs to get a new one. Right, so that should be about right. This just means I can buzz this up. Just do that up. So these are 13mm bolts in here. So we need to again put thread lock on these. Just get these in a little bit further. I'm not touching them down yet. Oh, that one's a bit stiffy. Because a couple of them were a little bit stiff, I just want to make sure that these turn down nicely by hand. Like I said, I did check and clean the primary gear threads out. Okay. I think I must have been a little bit, cautious. Cool, let's zip them down now then. Okay, so they need to be torqued to 32 Newton meters. Okay, that's good. Just get a 6mm Allen key. Just get these off. It's just so I can get the basket in. Okay. So there's our clutch basket. It's a free ramp type. Can't see how we're doing on battery, which is a little bit worrying because it's already caught me out once today. Make sure we've got it in the correct position. Holding onto the spring. I'll just stick that in there. Then we get our locking tool again. Just tighten that down properly, just because I've got to do up the clutch nut in a second. So with this clutch there is a spacer washer which has got a seal in it, so that goes on there first with the I think actually might have got that around the wrong... No, I've got it around the right way. So it does go in with the seal like so. And then got the clutch nut, goes on. That's in there. Right, 186 Newton meters. Right, sorry guys, gonna have to spin this round so it's easier for me rather than easier for you to see. There we go, that's that tightened. Now I think I said earlier that I'd leave doing these up until I had this in position. So with the locking tool in place I can do this up. Now I think that that is 68 if I remember rightly. Nope, 62, I stand corrected, so that's 62. There we go. Let's clean off the bits of swarf. So we're tightened there. Let's take these bolts out now. Don't need the clutch holding tool anymore. I'll put the pack back together how he supplied it to me. Two steels, last fibre and last steel. Okay, got the little seal for the end, very small but it's typical seal. It's got a oil end, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's got an oil end, oh don't drop it, and a normal end. So the oil end needs to face back in like so. I think the washer, the bearing is not pushed back properly there. Let's get a light so I can just see. Oh no, it's got a different, it's got a metal interesting. It's got a seal already in there, but it's not the Ducati type one. So I'm going to leave that as is. His rod was broken, if you remember correctly. Just put that in there like so. Clutch springs, get one of these. What I'll do, as soon as that's in, just get one of these started. Buzz them down. Now we can go all the way. Okay, 10 Newton meters for these. Okay, clutch cover. Yeah, it is those ones, I got it right. Let's get them out. Bit of a tight fit. I'm not going to use my gun to get that in because I think the clutch cover is causing it just to... There's a couple of screws left somewhere. There we go. It's got a very tight fit. Yes. Okay. That's those couple of bolts that were used elsewhere. Alright, they're 10. Yep. 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 There we go. One last job while I think about it is the conversion to the oil cooler that the owner's going to be doing. So he's given me the kit to fit. So one of the things you need to do is you need to put in the pressure lift off, because you want the oil to be going through the cooler at appropriate pressure. All the blocks are built to be able to be converted. Just make sure you're nice and clean in there. So we've got the parts provided for us. So that valve sits in there like so. All I need to do, that'll go in there. Okay, torque wrench, 45 newton meters. Oh. Trying to not got. There we go. While I've got it like this, I'm just going to take off the, I think these are 19s, yes. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Oh, loads of shit. Let's just make sure that doesn't go into the, very carefully clean that away. Didn't want any of that falling into the oil hole. After all the work I've done to try and keep this clean, that would have shot myself in the foot. Right, these are done to 24 newton meters. Again, I'll put some, let's work out which one's which. Some red Loctite. These are done up to 24 newton meters. Go touch that down. Get the other one out. Okay. Just make sure again we just clean carefully around the outside, not knocking any crap in. There we go. Right, 24 newton meters. Yeah, that's that done. Okay, that's the oil cooler conversion kit in. I've just got to put in, yeah, it's leaking as well. I've just got to put in the oil strainer. I've got it exposed at the moment. Let's just clean the case where it's just been leaking there. Should have a new washer for this. Clean this off so it's all nice and clean and ready to go. Make sure that's no debris on it. It'll help us diagnose anything if there's any problems with the engine at a later date, which I'm hoping not. There we go. $42. There we go. I've got a new washer for that. Let's get rid of that one. I won't torque this up, I'll just touch it up for now and just advise the owner that it's loose. That's the last of the jobs, let me just tidy up. Okay, so there we have it. That's the engine all back together with the belts left to be done in the next video. I hope you enjoyed that content. If you've got any questions around what was done, and I do apologise, some of the camera angles were not great because I hadn't noticed that during the filming. So if there's any particular questions around some of the work that was done, please just drop a question down below or a comment down below and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And once again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more content to come, and chuck us a like on the video to help the algorithm. And I will see you on the next video, which will be the belts for this engine, and that will then wrap this series up. So thanks for watching, see you in the next video. Cheers then, bye.